And now let's go to the topic of this press conference, together with Commissioner Varela. It's about to present the fifth and final enlargement package of this Commission. This Commission is not going to present another one, no?
No.
No. So, I'm saying the truth. This is the last enlargement report presented by this Commission. Over the past 5 years, we faced unprecedented challenges on health, environment and security. Almost 1,000 years ago, Russia launched its full-scale war against Ukraine, making clear that Russia is posing an existential threat to Europe now more than ever, and that the European Union membership becomes a strategic choice. Alternatives can be easy in the short term. Loans with no question asked, high interest rates or election fraud. But short term, easy can bring a hard long term. And we are putting forward a detailed assessment of the state of play in countries aspiring to become members of the European Union. The assessment is based on the country's individual efforts, on merit base, the rule of law being at the core of it. Countries which joined the European Union 20 years ago, I was at that time President of the European Parliament, I remember very well, have demonstrated through their socio-economic success that overcoming short-term challenges paves the way for long-term benefits. And over the past 5 years, accession negotiations have returned to the top of the Commission agenda. Back in 2019, there were 5 candidate countries. Today, there are 9 candidates and 1 potential candidate. It makes 10, twice more. It shows that the European Union acts as a magnet, attracting people and attracting neighbors, attracting people and attracting states. And gradual integration has been advancing. Citizens of enlargement countries gain tangible benefits already. It's not to wait until the end and at the end to have everything. It is a process. And through the process, benefits are tangible and citizens perceive them on a daily basis. This includes access to Erasmus+, and other research and cultural programs. From 2024, no citizens of the Western Balkans needs a visa to travel to the European Union. And we have put forward a growth plan. Commissioner Varela will go in detail for the Western Balkans, for Moldova, and the Ukraine facility, which reward reforms with the rule of law at the center. And now we are looking also for stronger ties on foreign and security policy, involving our partners on key priorities, standing firmly on defending our values to secure regional stability and protect global order. Because our union should not only grow bigger, but it has to grow stronger. And you can become bigger and not stronger. Size doesn't mean automatically to be stronger. We want both. We want to incorporate our neighbors, and we want to be altogether stronger. And you simply cannot maintain ties with Russia or to try to do business as usual and expect that your country will be part of the European Union. It's one thing or the other. Over the years, we have seen that alignment with our common foreign and security policy is the most significant indication of the candidates sharing really our values and our geopolitical orientation. Some of our partners are fully aligned with our common foreign and security policy. I can mention all Macedonia, Albania, Montenegro, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Kosovo, who is aligning voluntarily. And Ukraine and Moldova significantly improve their alignment. Let me highlight a few country-specific elements before handing over to Oliver, who will go much more in detail. Let me just say some things about the most important relevant questions country by country, starting by the one who is very high in the news, Georgia. Georgia has conducted parliamentary elections which were marked by serious irregularities. And this needs to be investigated and addressed in a transparent and independent manner. I am not going to go through these irregularities, mentioning one by one, but there are many, and some of them are grave. Important to remark that independent observers have not declared the elections to be free and fair, neither the contrary. So we are in a zone that requires investigation in order to clarify what has happened, which is the scope of the irregularities, and how this has been affecting the result. It consolidates a trend that we have seen by the Georgian authorities in the recent months, moving the country away from the European Union, away from its values and principles. Our report offers a clear path for re-engagement, should there be a political will from Georgia's leadership. We are offering a clear path for re-engagement on the way to the European Union. The repeal of the law on foreign influence, which has a chilling effect on civil society and media organization, and of the law on the so-called family values, because discrimination is not a value in our European Union family. This would be the first signs of concrete commitment from the Georgian leadership. It's very important to follow closely the events that will come on the next days about the investigation and clarification of the irregularities that has been remarked by the observation and electoral observation teams. Ukraine has continued to push forward key reforms despite fighting a brutal war of aggression. The Ukrainians are fighting two battles at the same time. One in the battlefield, a real war, and another striving to push the reforms needed to become member of the European Union. And we will support Ukraine on both fronts, across all dimensions, and in line with our security commitment signed in June. I'm saying security commitment because membership of the European Union is the ultimate security guarantee that we can offer to Ukraine. On Kosovo and Serbia, allow me to mention the work we have been doing on the dialogue. Believe me, a lot of work. We solved the license plate issue with the mutual recognition by Kosovo and Serbia. We succeeded in abolishing entry-exit documents, finally allowing citizens of Serbia and Kosovo to travel freely from one side to the other of the border. These are important achievements that were not easy to get. And we put an end to 20 years of unregulated use of energy in the north of Kosovo. And we also reached the agreement on the path to normalization and its implementation annex last year, the so-called Ohrid Agreement. Unfortunately, implementation is still pending. And for both Serbia and Kosovo, the pace of the enlargement and the progress on the European Union facilitated dialogue towards normalization of relations have to go hand in hand. You cannot do one thing without doing the other. The progress towards the European Union and solution to the dialogue are mutually depending and interacting. They require an effort, but in the end, hard work pays off great benefits for the people. And I hope that this Ohrid agreement that was so difficult to get will be implemented, marking the path towards normalization and the European Union membership. And I repeat, one thing requires the other. A word about Turkey. I work a lot to reverse the negative spiral in our relationship. At the beginning, things were much more difficult than today. We have re-engaged in areas of mutual interest. At the end, Turkey is a candidate country whose geopolitical relevance has increased much more in the current circumstances. Turkey is essential. It's essential because the geopolitical context is the most challenging that it has been in a long time. And European citizens expect the European Union to have the capacity to act, to ensure stability and cooperation in our neighborhood, in our surrounding areas. If we are not able to do that in our immediate neighborhood, it's very much difficult to believe that we could do that in much further away parts of the world. We are not, and we will not be, a bystander. Also for us, enlargement remains central to our geopolitical approach. This is a clear position of the Commission, to which I have had the honor to be a member. And with this, I will pass the floor to Commissioner Oliver, who will for sure give much more precise and interesting details.